My name is Alex and welcome back to InfinityCraft. So as you can see, a lot's happened over this weekend. I did a lot of work on Friday night and Saturday. A lot of work. Like, I got the entire chocolate wall done. So, let me actually get out of F5 mode. Oh, actually, before I do that, I changed my skin. So I have a whole new skin. This is something that I actually made. This is a custom skin. So, yeah, it's not like something that I downloaded off of like Nova Skin or anything like that. Like, I actually made this, which is rare for me because I never make skins or do a good job on them. So I'm really proud of this. So yeah, there we go. That's my new skin. I don't know why I wanted to be a rainbow girl. I just did. So, anyways, yeah, I got the entrance done. So this is the entrance. I'm not sure if I'm just going to leave it as is or if I'm actually going to put words up there. I might just leave it as it is. Like I said, I haven't decided yet. But yeah, I completed the chocolate wall. So this is a combination of brown terracotta, dark oak planks, and the dark oak trapdoors. Because they look like chocolate, it just made sense. So yeah, but I'm ridiculously proud of this. And I mean like ridiculously proud. You have no idea how happy I am to have this whole thing done. This wall took forever. I mean, it really did. It took probably about, I don't know, maybe 2.5, 3 hours for me to complete this, just because there was so much block placing and it took such a long time. And most of that, honestly, was like the material collection part of it, not necessarily like the building part. The building part took maybe about an hour, believe it or not, and then I finished like the rest of it yesterday. Like the outer part, not the inside, but the outer part, on the other side of the wall, just took me like about an hour to do. And yeah. So anyways, what I actually want to work on for this episode is the concession stands. Maybe get started on the lollipops, maybe not, but definitely the concession stands, and I also want to complete the chocolate river. So the way that the chocolate river is going to work is I am going to fill this with the brown concrete on one layer and then have layers of, what do you call it? That's the word I'm looking for. Layers of brown stained glass. I wanted to say brown stained clay. That doesn't make any sense. Because it's not called stained clay anymore. Anyways, but the brown stained glass. Oh, and I had to go under here and light up the entire thing too. I have never been more afraid in my entire life to light up an area as much as I was with lighting up underneath here. That was horrifying, and I am so glad that it's done, and you are very lucky that you didn't get to watch that, because I said some very naughty words while I was doing that. I don't think any of you would have wanted to have listened to that. It was pretty, it was a lot of swearing. I was pretty mad. So, yeah. Anyways, so, I don't really have a whole lot of stuff to talk about, to be honest with you guys. I mean, the season's almost done. 1.14 is coming kind of soon, but not really. So we're all just, like, getting ourselves prepared. One thing that we're seriously talking about is actually changing the name of the server. We talked about a bunch of different name ideas today. I dropped a few suggestions, and, pretty much everybody is in agreement that we should change the name. What we're going to change the name to is somewhat undecided, but it's definitely going to change to something. That's for sure. And the reason we're doing it is because there's a name conflict with InfinityCraft for two reasons. The first reason being there's a mod called InfinityCraft, so our server sounds like it's modded even though it isn't. There's also the fact that there's the Feed the Beast Infinity mod pack. There's just too many things that make it sound like it's modded, and that presents a conflict. So there's also a lot of channels that are named InfinityCraft. There's a server that's called InfinityCraft as well that's about the InfinityCraft mod. So it's kind of like not really working to our favor. So that's why we're doing that. So I hope that makes sense. This really needs to be filled in. I was trying to avoid doing this, but it really needs to be filled in. So yeah, that's the thing that's coming soon. So I'm really excited about it, honestly. I would love it if 1.14 was released now so that we could all go into 1.14. I mean, the reality is we can't really go into 1.14 right now because of a multitude of reasons, the biggest one being that that particular version is just not ready yet. It really isn't. There's so many bug fixes that they need to do. It's not... The content that we would create, unfortunately, would probably be really messy and really buggy, and that bothers me in and of itself too. Like, I'm not comfortable moving the server to an older snapshot that would have really buggy content for us to make. Like, that to me is not, to me that just is not a sensible thing to do. So yeah. Fill all this in here. The waterfall is going to be here in case you guys are wondering like what I'm doing. I'm not like just prettying the area up for the sake of prettying it up. Like, there's going to be a waterfall here. So that like that. I'm also using the Dr. Dread shader for 1.12 by the way, and it's working surprisingly well, which is good. It's funny though because if I use this in 1.12 with mods, it doesn't behave, which I think is very interesting. I mean, I know that that's kind of the way the modded world works, but still. And, oh, that sun glare is so nice on my eyes. So, yeah. That really should be deeper. I like how I just filled that in and then realized, oh, I need to make it deeper. Put that there. There's so much terraforming that has had to happen at this particular location. So much terraforming. I've reached a point where oh no, I want to jump up. I've reached a point where I'm really sick of terraforming. Like, I brought this upon myself, but I'm still sick of it at the same time. By the way, it's really not that dark out. The shaders are making it seem darker than it actually is. So yeah, alrighty. Back to business. Oh, I wore down my shovel pretty good too, doing all of this. Like, I had to go and repair it like several times because it got really jacked up. It's also hard with like infinite, or not, like an Instamine shovel to do this. So there's that problem. Yeah, I'm sorry guys. I really do not have anything to talk about. Like, I am completely out of interesting commentary, which is kind of weird for me. That's never really happened to me before. I always have something to say. I mean, I just had like a lovely conversation on Discord with everybody about the whole name change, and I guess I could talk about that and the fact that Pigcard suggested we name the series, and understand this was a joke, by the way, but he suggested we name the series Hexahedron Congregation. Yeah. If you know what a hexahedron is, you get the joke. If you don't know what a hexahedron is, you have no idea what we're talking about. So I'm just going to leave that one there. Alrighty, time to get all the materials I need. So we'll put, see how much dirt I have? It's a lot of dirt. I'm probably going to end up running, I'm definitely going to run out of brown stained glass for this project. Like, there's no two ways about it. I'm going to run out. So obviously it's not done, but that's okay because I just need to go get some more concrete and to do the, this area over here, just finish that up, and then it will be done. So I gotta go get some concrete, so let me do that, and that will be that. This actually makes things very difficult here, the getting in and out of my own river. Alrighty, so let me go get some concrete, and I will be right back. Okie dokie, so I think I have enough to do what I want to do now. Also, I grabbed some of the brown terracotta that I have too, because I want to use that as well. I think that will be useful for this. Like, for this here, instead of using the brown concrete, because I might not have enough for that, although maybe I don't think I will. I want to use the brown terracotta instead. I think it'll just look really cool to kind of have some color contrast in there a little bit, like contrasting browns. So, yeah, I think it'll look good. I hope it'll look good. If it doesn't look good, I'm going to be very sad. Actually, you know what? Let me use that right there. Yeah, that totally makes sense. Yeah, it totally looks good. Totally fine. And then we'll take the brown and we will go like that. There we go. Okay. And then we'll go like that too, and that's... yeah, that's fine. Totally makes sense. Okay, anyways, so let me, so that all looks good. Alrighty, so get that out of the way. Put that there like that. Put that there like that. I should have enough. I really hope I do. If I don't, I'm going to be very, very, very sad. By the way, I'm completely out of rockets, so that's another thing. I like that. That's cool. I might not have enough brown terracotta, but that's okay because I can always you guys can see here, I've got the brown stained glass, I've got the terracotta there, so it's dark, which is what I like, because it gives it a nice bit of depth, I think, and, you know, it's see-through, so you can see, like, as if this is something you could go down to the bottom of, you know what I mean? Like, it's supposed to look like it's a pond that you could swim in. If it were really a pond, that's really what I'm going for here. And I'm only doing one layer of glass because there's no point to doing 2 layers. I don't want it to look like it's really, you know, I don't want it to look like, it's just a solid thing because then all this layering would kind of be pointless. You know what I mean? I'm definitely not going to have enough to fill this entire river in, I don't think, but that's okay. I'm going to fill in as much as I can, and then... here we go. Crap. I really can't afford to lose even, like, one. My Silk Touch pick is back at my house. I'll have to go get that later. I can't afford to lose, like, even one block, because it takes such a long time for me to make all of this. It's not a quick thing, so... But yeah, I really like the way this looks. I think this looks really cool. To me, this looks like a chocolate river. Like, this is really awesome. I hope people can, like, understand that it's a chocolate river. Like, I hope it looks that way to you guys. It looks that way to me, but I hope it looks that way to you guys. So... But yeah, this is something that I'm having so much fun building. Like, I never thought that I, would have this much fun building something like this. Like, I kind of put it off for a while just because I didn't expect myself to have fun with it, but now that I've really gotten started on this project, I'm actually really enjoying it. So I think, this was a really good choice for me to make to do a project like this. So yeah. You know what I like too? I like the way that the light reflects on it and whatnot, because it looks like it's a reflective liquid. It doesn't look like, I'm just going to break that. To heck with it. It doesn't look like a solid block. Like, it really does kind of look like, you know, liquid chocolate in a sense, or like watered down chocolate or something. I just think it looks like really cool.